Hello, this is Priscilla Batzell. I'm in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio. And this is French Silk. I'm a Colourarte affiliate, so we're going to use some Colourarte products today and a few others. French Silk is a Prizm pour. And I want to make a landscape and I want a base layer. But I'm thinking, I'm not entirely sure what other colors I want with it. I know that doesn't belong. And I am going to, this is definitely practice time. This is an 8 by 10 inch canvas. But I feel like if I can get the surface moist, then I can put other colors down on top and they won't necessarily make a hard line. So I'm going to use a little bit of shiny taffeta. And I've got a Vivid Intense Tuscan Gold. My turntable didn't turn for a whole few days, and then I figured out that if you put weight on one part of it, that it's always going to turn. So keep your things in the middle and you might have a shot. This is, like I said, Tuscan Gold. And I don't want to go overboard with that. I'm going to use a tiny bit of Paynes Gray that I put diamonds and pearls in. It's another Vivid Intense. It's a new color. I think a little is going to go a long way, I suspect. So let's put a little more French Silk right along the top and right along the bottom. Like I said, still no idea exactly what I'm doing, but I do have some paint on my spatula. I don't mind mixing things up. Like literally letting the paint on my spatula mix with the paint on the canvas. Scraping it off again. I've been looking at my friend Amy Johnson is having a good time with her watercolor landscapes, and they're gorgeous. But I used to be a watercolorist. It was my thing before I was ever pouring any fluid acrylics. Now we don't have a lot of green, but we got a little bit. And I'm thinking about a friend of mine who I haven't got a painting picked out for Christmas. And she might like to have something with a snow scene. I'm not sure. She's from Florida. It might or might not be a good idea. I am going to use a little bit more of, I was going to use more Tuscan Sun, but I think I'm going to try the Emperor's Gold. I also grabbed out some art fluid, acrylic stender, just in case I wanted to experiment with that, but I'm not sure I'm going to do that right now. I am a little disappointed that that paint keeps pulling off the edge. If I want a snow scene, I can probably have one. But strangely enough, I'm inclined to wipe my spatula off on the bottom before I put a layer of paint down. And I'm imagining that it might stay and act as if it were shadows. Just trying to get rid of that line of demarcation across the top. Now what I want to use is a combination of the French silk and the Chantilly lace, and maybe even a little bit of frosted berry. Not just that, I'm looking over here and I've got some super pale new Vivid Intense light blue. Yes, it is. Which could, if you didn't have this, you could probably try the Frostbite. And the only thing that's going to make this look like snow, in my opinion, is if I put some trees in. And obviously I need some more paint. I'm thinking about doing an entirely different kind of landscape with the same technique I've been using to do a bunch of geometrics. But I figured I'd at least give this a shot to see if any of the ideas I've been contemplating. That has got to go. That was not pleasant. There's a little lump of something. Take the rest of my paint off my spatula. I think that the pink and the blue sort of worked. I'm not happy with any of that in there. So I'm going to take that away and put some more in. Actually, what have I got for pale blue? I was talking about frostbite, so let's just do the frostbite. As long as it's open and breathing. And maybe I'll put a little purple in there. Purple, or I was missing but found my periwinkle. Periwinkle is one of my new favorite colors. It's a vivid intense fluorescent. And now there's a lump in there. I see it. I kind of want more pink at the horizon. I wouldn't mind putting some of that purple in the sky either. I'm from upstate. I'm from New England, so it shouldn't surprise anybody that I'm well and truly familiar with snow. And snow clouds are a thing. I want more pink. And then I'm going to have to think about whether I want to try and do anything with trees or not. And I've got a cat here. I found the door to my studio open today. One of our dogs is having a fussy period, and this used to be his inner sanctum, became my studio when I moved inside. So he was letting me know he missed it. I don't mind some cloud drama. I don't really want to dig all the way down to canvas. Once you use white, any kind of color, light color, you're going to have a resist quality. But I kind of like all of that, so you can use a spatula, something like a balloon. Alright, so if I'm going to put trees in, now's a good time. I can get rid of that paint up across the top. I must always say you need to, yeah, I like that. It's pretty simple. I'm going to not care and just throw my spatula in the bucket. And I'm going to grab a little tiny dish and take some of the Paynes gray with diamonds and pearls in it and see if I can pretend some trees into existence. I might want to do some more to the sky. You don't have to do a lot. I don't think that helped at all, but we'll just keep playing. So the tiniest little dot, dragged up and down. I figure whatever shows is fine because they could be covered with snow, these trees of mine. I tried to put a shadow in. I'm not sure how well that worked. So whatever little marks. I seem to be getting quite a bit of paint. Makes me want to put a little bit of frosted berry in there. Just to dilute the strength of color and hope my head isn't blocking everything. And of course, if the light in the sky was pink, the snow would be pink too, because snow is always reflecting the colors around it. And any little bits of color that I stick down are just going to intimate new parts of this little forest. And the shadows, hopefully, that go with them. And I could put a little sun in the sky. I'm always tempted. Let's do a few more. I'm just sort of pushing and pulling and trying to diffuse the strength of color. Adding some dots. Can't do this when it's sticky or you won't keep your paint on the canvas. It'll go right down to the... I should have made the shadows purple. That would have been a little bit different than the trees themselves. This reminds me of when we used to go and find a Christmas tree to bring home. Because it's like December 23rd as I'm doing this. So I've got a little forest. I think it's just going to have to be really simple. I don't know if that's a mountain or a dark purple snowdrift, but whatever it is, I think I'm going to call it good. And I don't know if my friend's going to want it or not, but I might give her the option. And what am I doing? I am trying to zoom in for you. There's bound to be a little shimmer. You know what I haven't done lately? I haven't torched. Just makes me nervous. I have a new tank. And tomorrow if I wanted to put more pink in, or if I wanted to put more pink in now, I could grab a new spatula. Because I really like the way that pink looks. And I like it even more now. I don't think I can have too much. I'm trying to grab my phone. Give you a little shimmer. Show you it's super simple. And maybe I can convince myself to go on to something a little more complicated. I've got something in my sky. A flake of something. There is always inevitably a flake of something somewhere. So I recommend these sharp, pointy tweezers on my Amazon link. Definitely. Oh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. I'll be doing any little touch-ups that need to be happening. sometimes even with my fingers. Alright, I love you guys. I hope you come again. I post at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you watch my videos longer, you help the algorithm save my channel, and you save my channel by watching longer. So thank you very much for doing that. My Amazon link is on the link tree. Everything's on the link tree. Thank you for the kind words in the comments. Check out my community board. I'll show you tomorrow's video most of the time. Questions are welcome and encouraged. Feel free. I do give lessons at the house in Spring Hill, Florida. I do sell my artwork. There's always the possibility of having prints made. Hit that with my knee. And the Chantilly lace and the French silk work perfectly for snow. They're just gorgeous. Anyway, so I love you guys. I hope you come again. And check out my Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links also on the link tree, along with everything else that you will need to find in order to buy merchandise with my stuff printed on it. And if you go there and you can't find what you want, ask me and I will add it for you. So I have 32 going on 33 playlists of 100 videos, and I also have everything organized by topic and genre, easily accessible and linkable to you. If you would like it, just ask. And I will be happy to help you out. No problem for me at all. I'm trying to figure out what I'm forgetting, and I think I've covered everything I can think of. All my paint pouring recipes below show more. And I should stop not shining the light. Anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you anon. Priscilla out for now. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Happy holidays. Happy New Year.